Hi there, this is once again Jacob John and
Sneha Mary
from B-GHUD Academy. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. This is going to be about a Q&A, what students are usually repeating, they are asking, and we have come for their rescue. So these two questions obviously are something that we are always meddling when we're having a speaking session with students, and almost every time we clarify them, but till now they have not got it as clarified. They always have a particular doubt regarding why is it so. In fact, one of the questions holds something called as why, and let's see how this particular video is going to get wound up, so please keep watching. Alright, so Sneha is having a couple of doubts. What those doubts were when Sneha approached me and she said that she's having these two doubts, and will it be fair enough to create a video regarding that? And I was like, okay, of course we will do that. Why? Because I was also experiencing these two particular doubts from the student side when I'm having some sort of a speaking session. So I'm not keeping Sneha waited, so shoot, what is exactly?
So many of the students that I am speaking with currently, they always told me that sometimes they don't know how to answer some of the questions that are thrown at them. What do you think they should do?
Well, in this particular aspect, I would like to say that the examiners are having some sort of criteria. Of course, when we are studying Ielts, we know that for each and every module, we do have criteria, right? So here also in speaking, let it be fluency and coherence, let it be lexical resource, let it be grammatical range and accuracy, let it be pronunciation. They're having a set of criteria. Apart from that, they might be looking at the convincing ability. They might be also looking for factual content and organization. They might be also looking for your intonation and also audibility. So what I suggest personally is, like, whenever an examiner is asking you some sort of a question, particularly the candidates or the examinee, please do not keep mum. Do not keep yourself as you have zipped your mouth. Say something, let it be remotely, let it be vaguely related to that particular topic. When is the examiner having some sort of an interaction with the examinee in IELTS speaking? As far as IELTS speaking is concerned, in the first section of speaking, that is obviously the warm-up, and the last section of speaking, that's obviously two-way discussion. That is where the examiner is having some sort of an interaction. So that is where they're going to ask you certain questions, and they'll be actively participating in this session along with you. Whereas the second section of speaking is whole and solely depending upon you. So do not make the examiners wait. Just say something. Do not keep yourself shut, because you're not at all open to the examiner. The examiner might be marking you likewise. Whereas even if your answers are wrong, or even if your answer is wrong, the examiner might give you mark related to at least the input or the effort that you have taken to say some sort of an answer. You never know what all are the hidden agendas behind this, right?
Yeah.
So guys, I want you to say something related to that particular question. Do not think about whether it's right or wrong. Just try to reach that particular aspect even by beating around the bush. It's all the effort that matters. All right, fine, Sneha. So I guess that has actually answered the question. What is the second one?
So another question that are commonly asked by our students is why the examiners these days are asking a lot of why questions.
Exactly. Even one of my students also asking, like, sir, every time I'm just getting this why. In fact, he has appeared IELTS once, and he was like so traumatized by this examiner that he was like going on, why are the examiners asking me why? Let me just tell you clearly, guys, why is a question when it is asked is always because you are not giving a sufficient answer. Particularly in the two-way section of the IELTS, which is the last section of the IELTS speaking, the examiners always say that I'm going to ask you certain questions related to the task that you have spoken, and also remotely and vaguely related to the topic that you have spoken. So the examiners are having some sort of an answer in their mind when they're asking a question. I'm not asking you to say those exact answers, because how can you read an examiner's mind, let alone about examiner? You cannot read any people's mind as well, right? So you have to say something which is actually getting to the vicinity of that particular, you're actually reaching the vicinity of that particular answer. So when you say that, the examiners might give it a pass. If you're not at all reaching anywhere near to that particular answer, the examiner might be going on asking you, no, why? You have to understand that particular why. And also in certain cases of incomplete answers. When the answers are totally incomplete, I'm asking you a particular question, you're giving me an incomplete answer, I need that particular why over there. I need a substantiated form of an answer. I need you to elaborate your answer. Why? Because I have a set of criteria once again right in front of me. If I have to give you some score, depending on that particular criteria, I have to get an answer at least based on 2 sentences or maybe more. And also certain wrong answers. When the examinee is saying some sort of a wrong answer, the examiner might be prompting you or giving you some sort of an, a hint or a gist to make you realize that no, the question is why? Why? Because of what? This question is being asked to you. So I guess these are some of the reasons that actually hold the importance of why, and whenever the examinees are totally getting confused and they just leave it. So I think guys, these 2 questions were really helpful for you. Next time when you are having a speaking session with one of your friends or like your trainers in an academy, please make sure that TOEFL discussion, warm-up and the task card section. 3 sections are equally important. So whenever the examiner is asking you something, or perhaps whenever your trainer is asking you something, make sure that you give them a substantiated form of an answer rather than giving them answers in bits and pieces. Alright, fine. Thank you so much guys. We'll be back with another common Q&A, what students do ask and where there is no answer for you to understand better. Once again, stay safe, stay put. This is Jacob John from B-GHUD Academy and
Sneha Miri from B-GHUD Academy.
Have a nice day. Thank you so much guys.